All right, so now we're going to be diving into one of Ethereum's most exciting and transformative features, which are decentralized applications, or dApps. By the end of the lesson, you'll understand what dApps are and how they work, why they're different from traditional apps, popular dApps across categories like gaming, finance, and marketplaces, and the challenges and future potential of dApps. Decentralized applications are changing the way we use technology, interact with finance, and even play games. They represent a shift towards greater transparency, security, and user empowerment. So let's explore what dApps are. What are dApps is most likely the question you're having. A decentralized application is a type of app that runs on a blockchain rather than a centralized server. Let's quickly revisit what a blockchain is. A blockchain is like a digital notebook that keeps a permanent, secure record of transactions. It's shared across a network of computers, and everyone in the network has a copy. The data is secure, transparent, and decentralized, meaning no one or no company can control it. Now, here's how dApps are different from traditional apps, like the ones you use through the Apple Store, for example. So, traditional apps are apps like Instagram or Google that run on servers owned and controlled by a company. dApps are apps that run on a blockchain where no single entity has control. Here are some key features of dApps. The first is that it's decentralized, so no central authority controls the app. The second is that it's transparent. The code is public, so anyone can inspect it. The third point is that it's censorship resistant. dApps are difficult to shut down or manipulate. And the fourth is that it's user owned. Many dApps reward users with tokens, giving them a direct stake or direct piece of ownership in the app. So here's why dApps are revolutionary. dApps solve many problems with traditional apps. Let's break this down. The first is the point around transparency. With traditional apps, you don't know how your data is being used or what's happening behind the scenes. With dApps, everything is out in the open. The code is public and transactions are recorded on the blockchain. The second point is around there not being a middleman. In traditional apps, intermediaries like banks, payment processors, or companies handle your transactions. dApps, on the other hand, allow users to interact directly, cutting out middlemen and reducing costs. The third is around global access. Traditional apps may have restrictions based on geography or require special accounts. dApps are open to anyone with an internet connection, no matter where they live. And the fourth point is around censorship resistance. Traditional apps can be taken offline or manipulated by governments or companies, and that's a big problem we've seen in recent years where there was this whole issue with censorship in the United States. dApps operate on decentralized networks, making them harder to shut down or control. So let's look at the types of dApps that are out there. dApps are versatile and can be used for many different purposes. Let's look at the most popular categories. The first is around decentralized finance, or DeFi. So these are tools for borrowing, lending, and trading without traditional banks. So the same way you'd go to a traditional bank for a loan, in this case, you're actually going directly through the dApp and benefiting from the power of the blockchain. The second category is in gaming. So games where players can earn cryptocurrency and own in-game items. The third area is in marketplaces. So these are platforms for buying and selling digital assets like NFTs. And the fourth is in social media. So these are apps that give users ownership of their data and reward them for their activity. Each of these categories is completely transforming its respective industry. Let's explore them in more detail. So let's start with DeFi, financial dApps. DeFi, or decentralized finance, is one of the biggest drivers of adoption of dApps. What is DeFi, you might be asking? So it's a system of financial tools built on blockchain technology. DeFi allows people to manage their money directly without banks or middlemen. Here are a couple features of DeFi. The first point is that it's borderless. It's accessible from anywhere in the world. It's also transparent. Transactions are recorded on the blockchain and are visible to everyone. And there's no permissions. There's no need for credit checks or approvals from banks. Here are a couple examples of DeFi apps. The first one is called Uniswap. So it's a platform for trading cryptocurrencies directly with other users without, again, having another middleman in the middle who's facilitating these transactions. The second app is called Ava. So this is an app for lending and borrowing crypto while earning interest. And the third is called MakerDAO. This is a system for creating stablecoins. And if you'll remember, stablecoins are essentially cryptocurrencies that have a fixed value relative to the dollar. So for example, one stablecoin will equal to $1. And so this platform allows you to create stablecoins which are backed by other cryptocurrencies. So as you can tell, DeFi dApps empower users by giving them more control over their finances and reducing reliance on traditional financial systems. And there are thousands more of these DeFi apps, but these are 3 examples that I think capture the whole ecosystem pretty well. So gaming is another area where dApps are making a huge impact. You might be wondering, what makes a gaming dApp different? Well, in this case, players can own in-game items like digital assets called NFTs. Some games reward players with cryptocurrency for participating, which is known as play to earn. Here are a couple of examples of gaming dApps. The first is called Axie Infinity. So this is a play to earn game where players battle and breed creatures called Axies in order to earn crypto. The second game is called Gods Unchained. This is a card game where players own their cards as NFTs and can trade them. And the third is called Decentralized. This is a virtual world where users can buy, sell, and build on digital land. These games not only entertain, but also create new economic opportunities for players. So now let's quickly touch on NFTs, what they are and why they're important. Many dApps, especially in gaming and art, rely on NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. So an NFT is a unique digital item stored on the blockchain. Unlike regular cryptocurrencies, NFTs cannot be exchanged one-to-one because each NFT is unique. Here are a couple of examples of NFTs. One can be in-game items like weapons or characters, another can be digital art or collectibles, and another can be virtual real estate in games like Decentralized. Why are NFTs important? They prove ownership of digital items, they allow users to trade or sell assets securely, and they open up new ways to earn money in the digital economy. So another category where dApps are used is in marketplaces and social media dApps. So dApps also include marketplaces and social media platforms. Examples of marketplace dApps include OpenSea, which is a platform for buying and selling NFTs like digital art and collectibles, and Rarible, which is another NFT marketplace where users can create and trade unique items. Here are a couple examples of social media dApps. The first is Minds, which is a platform where users own their content and earn tokens for engagement. And the other one is Steemit, which is a blogging platform where users earn cryptocurrency for their posts. These dApps empower users by giving them control over their data and rewarding them for their activity. While dApps are exciting, they aren't perfect. Here are some challenges. The first is scalability. dApps can slow down or become expensive when many people use them. The second is around the complexity. They often require technical knowledge, which makes them hard for beginners. The third is security risks. Bugs in the code can create vulnerabilities. And the fourth is around adoption. Many people still don't understand or trust the blockchain technology. Developers are working on solutions, but these challenges are important to consider. So, why are dApps important for the future? dApps are shaping a decentralized future. First, by empowering users so they give control to people over their money, data, and digital assets. The second is by encouraging innovation. So, developers are creating tools and systems that weren't possible before. The third is around breaking barriers. dApps make technology and finance more accessible, especially for underserved communities. As blockchain technology improves, we'll see even more possibilities for dApps in industries like healthcare, education, and governance. So, to sum up, dApps are decentralized applications that run on the blockchain, offering transparency, security, and user control. Popular dApps include financial tools, so DeFi, gaming platforms, marketplaces, and social media apps. While challenges like scalability and complexity remain, dApps represent the future of technology and innovation.